28 degrees this morning. Day 91. It is Veterans Day. I am getting to the trail right now. Let's see who comes in first today. Had a very, very productive day yesterday. If you're joining the replay, thank you very much. Appreciate that. And Kim is here. First one. Yay. Welcome in. We're on day 91. Coming out here to walk. It is cold this morning. 28 degrees Fahrenheit. I believe that would be below 0 in Celsius. Not real good at that kind of stuff, but it is a little chilly. Rainy is here. Good morning. Cold, cold, cold. I had a very productive day yesterday. Of course, you all saw the Jeep is fixed. The brakes are fixed. I had more lights on my dashboard than the Christmas tree with the analog brakes and all that kind of stuff. But they are all out now. Finally got the right parts in. Got all those parts on the Jeep. Everything put on correctly. And we got a good Jeep. Still got some problems with it. Still got some things that need to be fixed, but nothing that affects the drivability. It is cold. Yes. 28 degrees. Coldest day so far this year. Well, I don't know what it was like in January and February, but this new winter. Gonna be warming up into the 50s today. And tomorrow morning it's gonna be a lot warmer. It's gonna be in the low 40s tomorrow, I think. Or around 40 degrees tomorrow. So at least 10 degrees warmer. You just saw my video. Yeah. I didn't want to do it as a tutorial, because I'm sure there'd be some mechanics out there that would tell me how wrong I did everything. So, and I am not a mechanic. Not cold exactly in Korea. I got gloves on and everything. Look at that, matching my hat. Everybody does things different. Yeah, I know. I know. I'm sure, well, I don't know. I might not have gotten criticized, but someone did point out in the comments that the brake pads looked like they were good, and they were, but they all came in a kit, so it came with brand new brake pads. So while I had it torn apart, put the brand new ones on. So happy morning to you, Siva. It is day 91, November 11th, the 11th day of the 11th month. Today is Veterans Day. make sure that you say thank you to a veteran today, at least one. You see anybody wearing those hats, World War II vet, Korea vet, any vet, you make sure you tell them Happy Veterans Day today and thank you for your service. They deserve it. And I know it ain't that bad. It's bad for me. Look at me. I got a big old hat on, got gloves on. Yeah, I did get some work done. I got the Jeep done, and I started another project. Kind of have hopes that I can work on a little bit when we get back home. Show you some things. I'm filming it as we go, so it is it's before 8 o'clock. It's about 7:40, I guess, would be my guess. You're welcome, Rainy. It is quiet out here this morning. There's nobody else foolish enough to come out in this weather. If it was cloudy, it'd be snowing. I did not bring any apples today, so more than likely we're going to see tons of deer. I started throwing them out in the backyard. Everybody double tap that screen. Get them likes up. Nine more days for another celebration. Yep. And that's, well, I needed to get my Jeep fixed, but I want to drive up there to that waterfall and do my live stream from there that day. So I should be able to, unless something else breaks, I should be able to do that. It is cool this morning, huh?
Yeah, a little bit more than a little.
Got almost 4 inches of snow. Gee whiz. That's a lot of snow for Ohio in November. Early November. Gail, hello. You're welcome for my service. It was an honor to serve. And the Air Force did more for me than I did for them. Believe me. Joined the Air Force as a high school dropout and left with 3 college degrees. So I am walking a little bit fast today. Trying to get the blood flowing. You can tell I got a coat on, got a winter hat on. Another brave soul on the trail. Yeah, that guy's out here. I see him every single day. He's out here walking his dog. I think his name's Pete. He knows my name. I don't know his. I'm embarrassed. Yeah, I think me and him have the trail to ourselves today. I do have long johns on. Absolutely. I do not like to be cold at all. I'd rather be hot and sweaty and cold and shivering. It's a family trait to forget people's names. I think it's Pete. His name is Pete, or his dog's name is Pete. I don't remember, and I don't want to call him Pete if it's the dog's name. So I know it's one of their names is Pete. "91 days in a row coming out here and doing this. We're doing great. This is going to be the coldest day, at least for now, that I'm going to have to deal with so far anyway. But I can do it. Like I said, I got started on another project yesterday, and when we get back home, I'm going to show you that, and maybe work on it a little bit. It's probably going to take me 2 more days, maybe 3 more days to finish it, but it will be well worth the wait. Yeah, exactly. This trail is covered in pine needles and leaves. I've seen them come down here and clean this once, and they just they have a tractor with huge blower on it, and it just blows the stuff to both sides of the trail. That's kind of cool. Oh, I thought it was 3 pine cones. Anyone? Yeah, the deer are bundled up next to a fireplace someplace. All right, Donna, you have a great day at work. Whew. Fingers are numb. We do have bright sunshine coming up though. You like cold weather? I don't like you. Just kidding, Gavin. I don't like to be cold. I understand that it's necessary, and the whole leaves changing things and the scenery and all that kind of stuff is pretty. Snow is pretty to look at from inside, standing next to a wood burning stove. I just don't like to be cold. Hurts my bones. And I'm sure the older I get, the less I like it. That's one thing I'm gonna miss about that house I just sold, is that wood burning stove in the wintertime. Man, that was nice. If I was chilled to the bone, all I had to do is go stand next to that fireplace for a few minutes, and I'd feel a lot better. Let's see. Oh, they let you off for Veterans Day? I'm surprised. I am surprised. You get off for everything else. That's good. That's good. Nice way to break up the week, though, isn't it? Work on Monday, off on Tuesday, and then just have a 3-day week. Alright, we hit the halfway point, 16 and a half minutes. We're doing good on time. On our way back. I can read the chat now. I don't know if I can, with my gloves on. Yeah, I can still control my phone with my gloves on. There it is. My pine trees in the sun. Alright, look at that sunshine. I'm walking on sunshine, yeah. Mainly, happy Veterans Day, Dave, and to everyone else that has served our great country. Well, thank you very much. It was an honor to serve. Good to see you today, Mainly. I don't know if you know or not, the name right above yours, Mainly, that's my sister, my twin sister, Donna. I don't know if you've been here while she's been in the chat before, but I am bundled up. Coat, gloves, bigger hat. It is 28 degrees when I left the house this morning. Definitely gonna be one of the coldest days. One of the coldest days I'm going to experience out here, down here in Georgia. I'm sure when I get back up to Ohio, it'll be, I'll have colder days than this. My sister said they got 4 inches of snow up there in Ohio. That's kind of unusual. I mean, there's a lot of years that we didn't see snow up in Ohio until after the new year. So, I had a very productive day yesterday. Got the brakes fixed. You saw that. And I started another project. Gonna work on when we get back to the house. Have a good one. I was filming it as I was starting it yesterday. I cut 52 52 pieces of wood. They're 1 inch wide, 24 inches long. Oh, crap. Yeah, you bend down to pick something up and don't pick it up. So yeah, I kind of set things up this morning before I left the house, so that hopefully I can work on my project a little bit during the live stream. Y'all get to actually see me work live. It's amazing how I see deer all the time, and then I get some apples, start bringing them out here, and the deer disappear. My legs are sore. Look at that. Look, there's a trash can right up there too. All I had to do is carry it another 50 feet, 50 yards maybe, and they would be at a trash can. And no, they throw it on the fucking ground. On my trail. How hard was that? It was a lot harder for me to bend down and pick it up than it was for them to throw it on the ground, that's for sure. Alright, back off the soapbox. I don't like wearing this coat. Too restrictive. Can't move. It's supposed to be up in the 50s today, so I'll definitely be able to lose the coat. Yeah. That's what she said, Rennie. Sorry. Couldn't resist that. Could not resist that. My legs are hurting. All that squatting and kneeling yesterday on working on the Jeep, or the last 2 days. My hips hurt. Bead. Well, you're welcome for the service. I always say it was an honor to serve, and definitely thank you to all the other veterans out there. Much appreciated. It is crunchy. Lots and lots of stuff on the trail. I got gloves on, so I'm struggling to get my phone to work. There we go. And this is actually pretty clear for what I have been seeing on the trail. It was kind of windy yesterday too, so a lot of stuff falling on the trail. When I was leaving the house, I was looking back into my yard. I am triple layered up, yes. I was looking back in my yard as I was leaving the house, and I got one tree that's like losing all of its leaves. 2 days ago, there was hardly anything on the ground, and now the ground's completely covered with leaves. And I looked back there, and you could just see hundreds of leaves dropping out of that tree all at the same time, which is good. There we go. Switch the camera around just in time to hack up a lung. Oh, look at that. Come on, switch phone. Y'all see that? Albino squirrel. I haven't seen him in a while. I don't know if it's the same one, but yeah. I caught that out of the corner of my eye. I saw something moving over there and turned around, and there he was. Almost home. Last night I was starting that project, and I was cutting and sanding a whole bunch of wood, and on my feet for a long time. And yeah, I definitely started feeling it in my knee and my hip. By the time I went to bed last night, yeah, I was grunting and groaning. Just sit down on the bed. I gotta pick up my pace here. Get hit by a car. You're supposed to stop for me anyway. Give me that nasty look. There's a sign right there. Stop. I'm a grumpy old bastard in the cold weather. See, I told you I didn't like cold. It's staying nice and warm out in your greenhouse, huh, Craft? Yeah, I take that any day. I take that every day. 80 degrees and 50% humidity. Absolutely. Where is that place? Let's go. I'm ready. Lester is here. Good morning, Lester. Good to see you this morning. Southern California. All right. Got sunshine in my face. That's a good thing. My face is cold. Bren is here. Good morning, Bren. You're very welcome, Bren. An honor to serve. I'm bundled up this morning, Bren. I got gloves on, big hat, got a coat on. 28 degrees here. Always wanted to go to the Mediterranean. That'd be pretty cool. I'd like to see Italy and I don't know, Spain, Portugal. That would be pretty cool. My brother was in the Navy. I know he was in the Mediterranean a few times. I'm pretty sure he got to go to the Vatican. Donna confirmed that for me. If you're still here, I'm pretty sure my brother went to the Vatican. Morning, guys. That would be cool to see. There's a lot of stuff in Italy I would like to see. Don't know if I'll ever make it there, but here comes a guy in a short sleeve shirt. It's 28 degrees, or that's what it was when I left the house. This guy is an idiot. Morning. He's looking at me like, look at this crazy northerner all bundled up like that. Or southern, maybe he's thinking I'm a southerner. Nevadika sounds right for over there. Hello, my little marshmallow. The Netherlands and Spain. Well, my last name is a Dutch last name, so I guess it'd be kind of cool to go and see if I have any distant relatives in the Netherlands. Yeah, I know. Colder here than it is in Colorado. And my sister said they got 4 inches of snow up in Ohio. Well, Mike is making stuff. Good morning to you, sir. "91 days. We're almost done. 5 minutes. It's like 33 right now. Got 30 seconds to go. My legs, my hips, my knee is killing me from working on my Jeep, being squatted over, bent down, kneeling down and all that. Your great grandpa from England had the last name of English. Netter English. Alright, so we have made it to the end. There's my marker. 33 minutes today, or 34 minutes, sorry. We did good. Cold weather gets you moving, even when you're hurting. I'm definitely going to be taking a leave today. Get rid of some of this pain. Thank you, Bren. Yeah, we got the brakes done. That's a big relief. Wheel bearing was the biggest. I was driving it for a while, but I didn't drive much, just back and forth to the store. And that's pretty much it. Afraid the wheel was going to fall off. But getting that wheel bearing, I don't know if you ever had a wheel bearing go bad on a car, but it's got a constant hum as you're driving down the road. So that's gone. I had my dashboard was lit up like a Christmas tree with all warning lights. There was my ABS system and all that, and the anti-lock brakes, and that's all gone now. Just that pesky little picture of an engine on my dashboard. I know I have an engine. Why do they have to keep telling me? Watching Christmas movies. All right, Lester. That'd probably be a good idea tonight. Turn the heat up, curl up underneath a blanket, and watch some Christmas movies. Yeah, it just doesn't make any sense. I know I have an engine. I don't know why they have to keep telling me there's an engine in my car. Of course there is. Silly little light. No, I did not. It was just a matter of the rotors were worn down enough or far enough so that, oh, there's some deer right in my own front yard. Turn. They're gonna be gone before I get the damn phone turned around. Yeah, they're gone. Oh well. I'm gonna show you. There were some deer right there. Because I'm wearing gloves, I couldn't get my phone turned around. I've talked about this bush underneath my tree here and the flowers it gets on it. They are starting to bloom. It is so cool. Like a rose or a carnation. I mean, they look like carnations. Isn't that beautiful? And you can see all the buds on this tree. I mean, they're all over. And there's hundreds of them. This whole thing will be full of buds in about a month. Well, yeah, I got a couple that bloomed already. Generally, they bloom early December, so. You can see I got a couple sawhorses out, ready to do some work. Laura is here. 23 degrees, and it was 28 when I left the house to head out on my walk. I am back home now. We have completed day 91. I'm going to lose the coat and gloves. Oops. Nice picture of a box, huh? There I am. Looks like a fruit tree. It doesn't get any fruit. It's just those flowers. I have no idea what kind of bush it is. They're all over down here though. There you go, Laura. 181, 182 crushed. Absolutely. 91 days in a row. Oh, man. It's time for some coffee. 10 likes, yes. Let's hug on a marshmallow. AGK, hello. You have a nice day as well. So, let me get a light on in here. Oh, wrong. There it is. This is the beginning of a project here. I got 52 strips of wood, 24 inches long, 1 inch wide. Cut and sanded all that yesterday, and that's some bracing that's going to go on the back. And that is a torch that we're going to burn some of that wood with. I'm going to take some of it outside here in a minute. Let me get some coffee in me first so I'll warm up a little bit. Ducky is here. Good morning, Ducky. Just showing my latest project. I'm going to start working on it a little bit here on the video or on the live stream today. I cut 52 pieces of wood. They're 1 inch wide and 24 inches long. And I'm going to burn some of them. And that is the beginnings of 4 flags that I'm going to build. But I'm going to sit down for a minute. And flag building, yes. I filmed, I'm gonna do a full video on it. Because there's a lot of different steps involved in making them, but I filmed cutting the wood yesterday and sanding and all that, but I'm going to start burning some of the wood today. I'm doing 4 flags, and all of them are going to be just a little bit different. 2 of them are going to be stained, and they're going to be red, white, and blue. And 2 of them are just going to be burnt. And hang on just a second. I've got a bunch of stencils here. Like I said, there's going to be 2 that are burnt and 2 that are stained, and one of them's going to have the 50 stars in the field, 1 of each, and then the other one's going to have that here. That way you can see it correctly if I put it backwards. So, oh, look at that, there's an extra star. Huh. So yeah. But hopefully, I'm hoping that today I can get, at least during the live, I'm going to be burning some of the wood. Hopefully I can get all the wood burnt and get them assembled. And then I'll still have some staining to do. And then putting urethane on them. So they are going to be nice. They're going to be 24 inches wide this way. I know that's not 24 inches, but in order to show you, 24 inches this way and 13 inches tall. So Laura, you're very welcome. Very welcome. Make sure you say thank you to any veteran you come across today. You got any guy at all or anybody at all wearing a veteran hat, definitely tell them thank you for your service, or thank you for serving. They deserve it. Most of them are humble and will thank you right back for recognizing their service. Especially the guys that did combat duty. If you have anybody in your family that's a veteran, especially a combat veteran, definitely thank you or thank them. Send a text message to somebody that you don't normally send a message to in your family or a friend or whatever, just to tell them thanks for their service. Y'all are very welcome. It was an honor to serve, and as I've said, I don't know how many times, the Air Force did a lot more for me than I did for them, so. I skipped your comment, I'm sorry. I didn't skip that one. I was kind of showing some stuff, so I probably missed a few comments. Most of your family is either serving or has served. Good, good. My brother served in the Navy. He did 20 years in the Navy, retired. And then my other brother, my older brother, he worked at the Air Force Base I'm from Dayton, Ohio, and in Dayton there's a pretty big Air Force base there, and he worked as a civil servant out at the Air Force Base for like 40 years. Started off as a civilian law enforcement out there at the base. They did away with all the civilian cops and went to straight military police. So he had to change jobs and worked in housing for a little while. He hated that, but then he ended up working in disaster preparedness for a long, long time, and training Air Force members and people on base on what to do in different disasters. So, Air Crew Boy, I remember you, absolutely. Welcome back. Good to see you here. We're going to be going outside here in just a little bit and burning some wood. Not for heat, though. Doing some arts and crafts today. I don't know if my sister Donna, is she still on here or not. Thank you. Thank you. Happy Veterans Day to you too. I don't know if you served or not, but anybody that has, definitely thank you very much for your service, and happy Veterans Day to you. It's a shame we only take one day. Other groups have full months. Just a thought. Anyway, yeah, I don't know if Donna's still here or not. She was in earlier, and I know she's off work today. She's a government employee. You were in the Air Force? Okay, I was Air Force as well, so thank you very much. But yeah, we used to, in the summertime, my mom worked the whole time we were growing up. Both my mom and dad worked. And in the summertime, a lot of times we'd go and we'd stay with my grandma. And right across the street from my grandma's house was a big park. And in summer, they had activities for the kids, and they had a swimming pool, and then they had all kinds of other activities and stuff for the kids. And you were a load master. Okay, all right. It's hard to keep track. I'm sorry that I didn't remember that. Dressing your grandson for school so you can get him on the bus. Oh, okay. But anyway, yeah, they had activities over there at the park, and my grandma used to send us over there to do stuff, and they used to have arts and crafts over there, and they pay, you paid like a quarter, and you got the supplies to do whatever. And me and my sister used to call it arts and craps. That long ass story for that stupid little punchline. Yeah, it was funnier just the fact that I went through that long ass story just to say that one little thing. Arts and craps. Ah, God. Old people. Old people and their stories. I remember when I was younger, used to think, oh man, I wish that old man shut up. Jeez. No, I'm still in Georgia. I am still in Georgia, or back in Georgia. I was up in Ohio a couple weeks ago, but a few weeks, 3 weeks ago, I think. But yeah, I'm back in Georgia now, so. All right, so I got me a little bit of coffee in me. Let's go out and do some arts and crafts. I wrote all this down. All right, Air Crew Boy, I will. I just got a text message from someone I haven't heard from in a long time. All right, I'm going to set you guys up on a tripod. And there we go. I like this new tripod. So I may not be following the chat very well because I'm going to be doing stuff, but I need 14 pieces of this wood. I'm trying to get wood that doesn't have a lot of graining in it. Anybody know how many I got? I have no idea. Alright. I'll be right back. Alright. Let's go outside. Now, I've got this wood set up, and we are going to burn it. Is it Joe? Is who Joe? Arts and crafts. Okay. I think I'm pretty caught up on the chat. Let's tilt this down a little bit. Yeah. We'll see how it goes. Right back. Oh, now I get what you were saying. Is it Joe? Now I get it, Bryn. No, that was not Joe. Someone I used to work with. So, take you off of here. So what I'm doing, like I said, I'm gonna burn every piece of wood that I'm making the flag out of, but just to kind of show you, some of it's got two of the flags are gonna be stained like that. It'll be red, white, and blue, and then two of them are gonna be just burnt wood. So the red stripes are gonna be burnt real dark, and then the white stripes are gonna be just lightly burnt. And then the field is going to be burnt real dark, and then I'm just going to spray paint the stars on. So these pieces are the 14 pieces I need to be fully burnt and the real good and dark. So yeah, the text I got, yeah, no, that was someone I used to work with. I haven't heard from her in a long time. So anyway, Here we go. Let's see if I can get this so that y'all can see what I'm doing here. This is the first time I've ever worked on a live stream, so please bear with me. I guess I can't tilt that down any further than it already is, so. Alright. Let's see how well this works. Hopefully it works well. Can you all see what I'm doing? I need a better torch. You can definitely see why I'm doing this outside. I did not. That's going to take a while. Is this boring as hell to everybody? Burn, baby, burn. I've seen guys use those big, like the big torches that they burn weeds off the driveways with. Definitely go a lot quicker than this. I think I'm gonna finish this one up and then show you one that's not gonna be burnt as dark. All right. So tell me, folks, is that boring as hell? So you can kind of see the difference between the two. I think you can anyway. These are going to be a little bit lighter. If I burn these a little bit too dark, I can sand them and make them lighter. So, but I'll probably put red stain on that one. And when you put the stain on it, the burn marks don't show up as much. So Dave is making stuff. Yes, Dave is starting to build some new flags. Thank you, Lester. What I'm using, that wood that I'm using is actually cut-offs from the top of my neighbor's fence there, where they cut off all those posts. I can't see because of the sun, but yeah, where they cut off the tops of those posts. I gathered up all that wood. So this is repurposed fence boards that I'm using. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna bore you guys with burning all that wood. Just seems like a little much to me. Hopefully, maybe tomorrow I'll have more interesting things to do. I've got a lot of that. I got 52 pieces of wood that need to be burnt total. 14 that are out there all need to be burned. Some of us would watch paint dry. Yeah. Well, maybe tomorrow you'll get to watch polyurethane dry. No. I'm hoping I can get them assembled today, and I don't know if I'll be able to get the stencils on there or not. The stars painted on there yet today, but I'm gonna try to get those assembled and show you that. You felt the heat from it? Yeah. That's what I'm working on right now. I'm shooting videos of all this. That'd be great to start. Yeah, I'm shooting video on all of this, and I am going to put out a video that shows the whole process. You adore this. The flag that is always behind me when I'm sitting outside, it's 37 something wide and like 19 inches tall. And these are going to be 24 inches wide and 13 inches tall. So each of those strips, I'm making 4 flags, 13 strips of wood in each flag. So that's 52 strips of wood. Each of those strips is 1 inch wide versus on that big flag that sits behind me, they're 1.5 inches wide. So, but that is my project that I'm working on. I keep getting asked for flags, but for me, they're kind of, I don't know, like I have made about a bajillion of them. Oh, really? You want to make something else? Lester's eating Chex Mix. Mike, in my one video that I did right around the 4th of July, there's different flags. The one that you see behind me all the time, it's in there, and then I've got like some flags flying above a fireworks stand, and then the very last flag on there is a tattered flag, and it's made, I think it's full 2x4 material, and it's 1.5 inches, 1.5 inches thick, but then they make it look like a tattered flag, like it's all ripped and torn. There's a picture of one of those, and I want to make one of those. I really like that. Plus, I like the wavy flags where it looks like it's waving, but I don't know if I can. Looks like a lot of work. I don't know if it's going to be worth it or not, but Chex Mix is good. Wendy, hello, how are you? Good to see you here this morning. Just tried to go outside. I don't know if you were here or not. Tried to go outside and work on something a little bit, just to kind of change up the pace rather than just seeing me sitting here yapping away. Started working on flags. I'm making 4 flags and filming it all for a full video, but just wanted to do a little bit more on the live stream. Yeah, I've watched a bunch of videos on it, Mike, where they use that, like it's like a wood cutting bit for an angle grinder. So yeah, angle grinder and a flap disc. I've actually seen like a wood carving, I don't know, chuck or whatever you call it, that you can put in an angle grinder. It is freezing, Wendy. Yes, it's cold down here this morning. It was 28 degrees when I started out this morning, so got some snow last night. All right. Yeah, my sister up in Ohio, she told me they got 4 inches of snow yesterday, so beautiful. Yeah, it's nice to look at till you have to walk out into it and then drive in it. You use 60 grit flap disc and 2x4 is so soft I blow right through it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think I want to make one of those. Finally, something you know something about. There you go. Have you seen the draped flags that they make? I don't really care for those a whole lot. I mean, I guess they look kind of impressive. It seems like a lot of figuring and math and stuff like that. So, Dan, hello, how are you today? We went out for a cold walk this morning, 28 degrees. Walked my 2 miles, though, for day 91. Today is Veterans Day. Make sure you say thank you to a veteran. If you got anybody in your family that's a vet, definitely send them a message today. Tell them thank you for their service. 29.8 degrees up in Vermont. You have to do it with a die grinder. Okay. Yeah, I don't really. They're okay. I've seen a guy that had like a regular. He had a wavy flag, one of the big wavy flags in the middle, and then he had two of the drape flags, and they were all hanging on a wall. So it kind of looked like they would set up flags behind, I don't know, the president or something. It was kind of cool looking, but I don't know. I'm not that impressed with those. That the tattered flags I really like. I really like those. I think I need a better torch though for burning the wood. That's going to take me a long, long time to burn 52 pieces of wood like that. Oh well. If I got a lathe, I remember I haven't messed with a lathe since high school wood shop. I think it would be fun. I think it would be fun. I remember always going like these woodworking shows and stuff like that, and the shopsmith guy would always be there and be making the little carving all kinds of different things on the shopsmith and doing all these different projects on that shopsmith tool. And then they'd tell you the price for it. And it's like, yeah, I ain't buying that. Wood turning does look like fun. Absolutely. Tell me. Laxi, hello, how are you? Like is done. Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that. If you haven't, if you forget, everybody that's in here, definitely double tap that screen. Give me that like. They're the last all-American tool company pretty much, and you'd think it was what you imagine. Well, actually, I'm doing very well. It's 6 guys in a 30 by 40 shop. Wow. Well, some companies start that way. I guess they're finishing that way. That's all that's left. Yeah. Yeah. If I ever want to go in USA, can you help me about that? Because I need a local guardian there. Yeah. Dan, I don't think I can. I don't know that I can. I don't know for sure how all that works. But all right, Laxi, we'll see you later. Thanks for stopping in. I definitely appreciate that. My best friend, he immigrated here from Nigeria, and I think he came in 2019. I met him after that, obviously. Didn't meet him when he was in Nigeria, but he was going through the whole process here and trying to get his citizenship, and ended up joining the Army, and they rushed his citizenship through pretty quick. The photo montage I have on my channel that I just posted a couple days ago, all the old pictures, he's in there. He's the guy that's in the fatigues, camouflage uniform, and then at the end, toward the very end, there's a picture of me and him, and that's actually his citizenship, his swearing in as a U.S. citizen. So, but he had joined the Army to speed it along. So, and now he got married. He went back to Nigeria and married his high school sweetheart from back in Nigeria. She's still in Nigeria, and now he's trying to get her here, and they're running into all kinds of stuff, and all the stuff that's going on in Nigeria. You would think that he'd be able to get like refugee status, and they're talking about going to war with Nigeria. This week I got to build me a stand to hold my Quarter band upright. Give me a little metal cutting bandsaw. Oh, okay. Yeah, you'll see in my video, when I put together my video making flags, you'll see my workshop. I got a table saw and a miter saw, basically, and a belt sander. I've got, some hand tools that are, small power tools. I use belt sander to sand all those 52 pieces of wood, clamp it to my bench, run them through. So yeah, Mike is making stuff is what he does as well. It's just not just a name. Kind of like old guy hustle that doesn't hustle very much. But yeah, Mike does make stuff. If you want to check out his channel, definitely check him out. I hustle plenty. I do enough for a 65-year-old guy. So my walks are I guess that'd be enough for a lot of people, but I got lots more to do. So yeah, I don't know if you've seen this before. That wall behind me there, Mike, I built that. That was a solid wall when I built this house. And vertical pieces, yeah, vertical pieces, those are the original 2x4s. They were inside the wall, and I just added blocking to them to make shelves and open it up out into the kitchen. So swear your son is a freaking duck. There isn't a school today. And I asked him, he said, yes, I dressed this boy for nothing. Yeah, I didn't stand outside of the bus. Walker Turner machine. I don't even know what that is, Mike. Do I want to become a billionaire? No. No. Marshmallow banana with my coffee. All right. "98-year-old Walker Turner drill press up and running." Oh, that's cool. That's cool. Is that for like machine metalwork type drill press? Is that what that is? I did pick up some trash today, Lester. I picked up a water bottle laying right in the middle of the walking trail, and we were less than 50 feet away from a trash can. Drill press, okay. What am I planning for this Christmas? I plan on being back up in Ohio and being around my family for Christmas. Yes, Rainey, you are taking care of your kids through struggles and all that, getting your grandson ready for school when there's no school. It can be frustrating sometimes, though. I understand. Got my furnace running. I hate it. I'm sure you guys can hear that in the background. I've noticed on my videos there's a lot of background noise, so. Yeah, make it through another holiday. It's funny. I remember reading something a while back about how people, the death rate between Christmas and the first of the year is high because people hang on just to be there for Christmas. I think everybody struggled to get him up and dressed. Now my son has to pay. My favorite bird, I don't know. I like the looks of a blue jay, but they are mean birds and they're kind of annoying, so. Yeah, just putting around in the shop. Yep. Favorite bird is the eagle. All right. Guess that makes sense with your name, huh? Eagle King. I wish I had kids of my own. Yeah. Sun Woo, hello, how are you? Sorry. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Journey, you're here. Hi, how are you? You today? Make sure you double tap that screen. Give me. Can definitely use it. I only got 15 likes today. You got the letter for the geezer phone yesterday? I don't even remember getting. I remember a long time ago getting my first letter from AARP. The stream's freezing for you? I don't know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it though. Here, I got a lot of wood to burn today. You have some of these sons Lester for free and already potty trained if they're sober. I don't know. Eagle. Favorite animal? I don't really have a favorite animal. I like animals. I guess a dog probably be my favorite animal. I like dogs better than cats. Not that I don't like cats. I just like dogs better than cats. So I'm going to go to school for 2 months possibly, 2 months possibly the rest of the school year. Got your fruit fly coffee. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this live stream here. I got a lot to do today. I'm going to try to get those flags burnt, stained, and assembled today. And hopefully maybe finish off or start to finish them off, putting some urethane on them. So, and you can see the assembled product. So, you all go have a fantastic day. I'm going to have another productive day today, just like yesterday. And I will see you all tomorrow. Peace.